Okay, hi and welcome to episode 2 of the colorizing tutorial. The thing we are going to do today are to color the eyes and make the face look a bit more real, to be honest, because now it's the basic color and yeah, we need to fix that. So let's start with create a new layer. Then I have looked up Frank Sinatra and he has supposedly blue eyes. So let's go with blue. We can start with a darker blue at the beginning. And then we're going to do shade on that dark blue so it has a little more pop in the eyes. I can show you what I mean. Okay, first off, let's do oops, too far. Just use the brush tool again, as I showed you in tutorial 1, episode 1. And then you just fill in the eyes, the iris of the eye, something like that. You can use the scroll menu down to, I normally use soft light. Then you can dial it down a bit on the filling and the opposite. Like that. That's a good start. Then you just create a new layer again. Then you use the same blue color, but you're going up in the light scale of the blue. And then you just can control click on the layer that you created with the blue color and just use paint bucket again, the new layer. Boop. And then you use the filter settings. We want it to be something like this, maybe. Just want the eyes to pop a little bit more. You can zoom out. Now they pop very much, so maybe not. Let's work down a bit. This is the detail work of the colorization, so this video might be a little bit longer than the first one. We can start with that, that's okay. Then you can use the create a group and name that group I. Just put those two layers into that group. There you are. Okay. And his hair color was supposedly brown. I haven't seen him IRL, so I can't really be 100% sure of that, but the different websites says he has brown hair. So just create a new layer again. Then we're going to choose a brown color. Something like that, maybe. Need a little bit higher size on the brush tool. There we go. In this picture, it's kind of hard to tell where the hat begins and the hair begins, but we can just fill in what you think is the hair. Then we just can use the eraser tool later to get rid of the part that isn't the hair. Really. Okay. So something like that, maybe. Whoop. I normally use multiply, but if you use multiply on this one, it can be hard to see the color of the hair because of the darkness around there. So we might need to choose another layer settings on this one. Like that, and maybe down the fill a bit. And obviously is the tad. We like that. Then we're going to use the eraser tool. Kind of big eraser tool. And the opposite can be 20%. We're just going to erase the part of the ear and also around the edge of the hair, really. To get rid of those dark spots. And this part is fairly visible, so you can use the eraser tool and just press down and slide, maybe 2 times, something like that, just so it's not popping that much in the back, because it can look kind of weird. There we are. We can start with that for now. And then I want to color this hat so it doesn't look so so black and white. Really, it's hard to describe, but you can see all the scratches and all the white spots and everything. I want to tone those down a bit. And then we can do it like this. Create a new layer again. You can name the layers if you want to, like I can name this layer hair, so I know what it is, but yeah, it's up to you. Okay, then we need a gray color, pretty dark gray color. We use the brush tool one more time. I'm going to just fill in the gray part of the hat. This, and then I can change the settings to multiply, and you can see the white spots are dialing down a bit, so it looks more like a new hat and not like the black and white colored hat thingy. It looks better, to be honest. Need to make the brush a little bit smaller just to get get those parts that are really narrow. It doesn't matter if you go into the black. We can make it like this, to be honest, just to color the whole hat. Then you can see it's light gray and the dark gray, or the black band around the hat, really. It's easier to see if you do it like this. You can continue down to this part of the hat also. Like I said before, it's very hard to see where the hat begins and the hair begins. So this is just a trial and error, really. This part is the hardest one. Okay, we have hair here. Then the head should be around something like this, maybe. looks pretty good, I think. Just checked if my mic was on. Just to be sure, because I failed on that last night when yesterday when I did the first episode. I recorded the first episode to then realize that my mic was off the whole time, so I had to do it one more time. Well, it's on now, so that's good. Okay, is that good enough? Let's zoom out and see. Yeah, I think that looks better. Then you can really tell the difference between the hat and the hair a little bit easier. Without, with, without, with. So that's a good start. We're going to do the details with the light on the hat and stuff like that later on. That looks good for now. You can do exactly the same thing with the rest of his clothes if you want to. We can do that, to be honest, because this should be black, and I think it's black. So black jacket, black tie, black hat. So let's just make on the same layer and everything. Tie as well. Other side there. Zoom out again. Oops, too much. And we can see what we have done without and with. Looks a hell of a lot better with than without, to be honest. Okay, cool. Let's work a bit on his face then. Make a new layer again, and we need a red tone. Something like that, maybe. Let's try. And we need a big brush for this, and the hardness should be down totally. Then we're just going to fill in a bit his face, just to see if it can work good. So now you change the settings. depends on different pictures, to be honest. Sometimes it's pin light, sometimes it's overlay, sometimes depends. You just continue to fill in the face, everything, the ears, everything really. Should be good enough. Now you can zoom out a bit, so it adds more color to the face really. You can change, yeah, we can change it to hard mix and maybe do the opposite, down a bit more. Also fill a bit more. There we go. Just add a little more liveness to the skin. And now we're going to do almost exactly the same thing, but with a light pink color. Almost like I showed you in episode 1. Almost. Now we just need to color this part and down and around here and down to his chin. So let's do that. Under the eye, the whole chin area, down there a bit, something like this. Going to tone it down with the layer settings. Take a little bit of nose area as well. There we go. You can do a little, just go down to 50 on the brush size, and then just change the opacity to 20%. Then we're going to just color a little bit of the other side of his face with a very light brush. It's hard to see if you are looking on the stream or on YouTube. It can be hard to see, but when you do it yourself, you're going to see. You're going to recognize what you're doing and going to see the difference in the colors of the face. Same with the ear. The ear should be just a little brush on that as well. Okay, so if I remove that layer just to see what has happened, you can see it changed a little bit of the face. Okay, and for the last thing on this episode, I'm going to do the lips. Fill in a bit of color into the lips, and yeah, we'll start with that, and then I'm going to say what I'm supposed to do in the next episode. So create a new layer again. This is the hard part of the when you color a man and not a woman, because if you colorize a woman, then she normally has lipstick, so is pretty easy to colorize, to be honest. But man, it's harder. I think so anyway. So we're just going to try with the light orange color to begin with, and if that doesn't work, then we maybe need to change it up a bit. Oops, we need to change this from up to 20% to 100% just to make it a bit easier. There we go. Just using the erase tool just to clear those areas that I didn't want to colorize, like teeth and maybe a bit on that side. And I'm using opposite 20%. This one as well. It's because if I do a mistake, then I don't need to colorize the lips again. That's why. Like I said, it's very hard to colorize the lips for some reason. It should be easy, but I don't think it is, to be honest. We can start with that, and then we can go back to the lips and everything in next episode. But so far we have done a bit. That's the original picture, and that is what we got right now. So in the next episode I will go in deeper with the details, because everything is not done with the face, not even by a long shot. And the lip, I'm going to change it up a bit with the color as well. But until next time, if you like my work, then please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And also, if you want to see all my colorings that I have done, check out my Facebook page, facebook.com colorize Hollywood. I will link in the description and everything. So thanks for watching, guys, and good luck with the colorizations of your own pictures. Right.